$79,241. That's the number Bitcoin printed overnight before it pulled back, up 8.4% in 24 hours, up 24% on the week collection, the biggest weekly gain in more than 2 years. But here's the part nobody's saying out loud. Yesterday, this was a short squeeze, forced buying. Today, the shorts are already dead, and it's still going up. That means something else took the wheel. Today, I'll show you exactly what. The $606 million receipt that proves it. Cardano's up almost 13, and its governance clock is down to 11 days. Midnight quietly shipped something big. I'm the Crypto Crow. Let's get into it. Quick snapshot, then we go deep. Bitcoin, $76,836. Up 8.4% on the day, up 24% on the week. Market cap, $1.54 trillion. The overnight high was $79,320. Call it a 24-hour range of $71,224 to $79,320. That's an $8,000 candle in a day. Cardano, 21.25 cents, up 12.9%, beating Bitcoin again, second day running. Market cap back to $7.96 billion, rank 17. Midnight, the night token, 2 cents and change, $0.0215, up 10.5%, up almost 26% on the week. Cap, $357 million, rank 118. Total crypto market cap, $2.58 trillion. Bitcoin dominance, just under 60%. And your mood check, the fear and greed index reads 72. Greed, 2 days ago, it was 46. Fear, 46 to 62 to 72 in 48 hours. Sentiment doesn't move like that on its own. Let's talk about what's actually pushing it. So 2 days, two completely different engines, and most channels are going to tell you it's the same trade. It isn't. Wednesday was the squeeze. $3.02 billion in leverage positions liquidated in 24 hours. Shorts were $2.77 billion of that, 92%. Longs, only $257 million. Bitcoin alone took $1.45 billion. Ethereum, $1.13 billion. CoinGlass called it the largest wave of short liquidations in their records going back to 2021. One single position on Hyperliquid, $48.8 million, gone. That's forced buying. It's mechanical. It burns out. So why is price still climbing Friday morning? Because the second engine turned on. Spot Bitcoin ETFs pulled in $606 million on Thursday. That's the biggest single day since May 1st. And Wednesday was $517 million before it. 2 days, over $1.1 billion of real money walking in the front door. BlackRock's IBIT took $284.7 million of Wednesday's flow. ARK's ARKB, $77.7 million. Fidelity's FBTC, $62.4 million. Squeezes don't create ETF creations. Squeezes happen on derivatives venues. ETF inflows are cash, settled, slow, institutional. When the second one shows up right behind the first, the move stops being a liquidation artifact and starts being a bid. And underneath both, the macro. The U.S. Treasury is doubling its long-end bond buybacks, 10 to 20-year and 20 to 30-year paper, running September 9th through November 4th. That's duration coming off dealer balance sheets and cash going in. Layer on the SEC's proposed regulation crypto assets framework. Exemptions up to $75 million in a 12-month window, 60-day comment period now open, and institutions get a clearer lane at the exact moment they're being handed liquidity. Now, where next? My honest read, analysis, not advice. Nobody has a crystal ball, including me. Scenario 1, continuation. ETF flows are accelerating, not decaying, and the macro catalyst runs into November. If Bitcoin defends $73,000, that's Thursday's session open, the launch pad, the path back to $79,000 and above stays open. I'd put that at 50%. Scenario 2, the digestion. We ran 24% in a week and tagged $79,320. That's vertical. A pullback into the low 70s to shake out the people who bought the top candle is normal, healthy, and honestly what I'd rather see. Call it 38%. Scenario 3, full give back under $70,000. That needs the ETF bid to actually stop. A red flow day would be the tell, 12%. Here's the thing I want you to sit with. Bitcoin is still 38% below its October 2025 record of $126,173. A 24% week sounds euphoric until you remember we're recovering, not discovering. The people calling this a top are pattern matching to a chart that hasn't made a new high in 10 months. The tell for the next few sessions isn't price, it's the daily ETF flow number. Green flows with price chopping sideways is accumulation. That's the kind that trends. If flows flip red and price holds up anyway, that's retail catching a falling institution. That's when you get the flush. $73,000 is the line. Above it, this is a trend. Lose it, and Wednesday was just a very expensive squeeze. Cardano, ADA's up 12.9% to 21.25 cents, outperforming Bitcoin 2 days running and up almost 24% on the month. But there's a clock on this chain, and it's louder than the price. September 1st, Epoch 653. 4 of Cardano's 7 constitutional committee seats expire that day. The renewal vote is sitting at 32.46% DREP support as of the August 17th GovTool snapshot. It needs 67%. Stake pool operators are at 1.95%. They need 51%. That's 11 days out. If it fails, the committee drops from 7 members to 3. The minimum is 5. Below minimum, most on-chain governance stalls. No protocol parameter changes, no constitutional edits, no hard fork coordination, no Treasury withdrawals. Only info actions and update committee actions stay available. Now hear me clearly, because this is where crypto Twitter loses its mind. The chain does not stop. Blocks keep getting produced, transactions keep settling. Your ADA is fine, your staking is fine. This is a governance problem, not a network problem. But for a chain whose entire pitch is on-chain governance, governance seizing up is a bad look at the worst possible moment. And here's the uncomfortable part. 32% isn't a rejection. It's mostly DREPs not voting at all. Apathy, not opposition. It did move. Intersect's August 14th snapshot had it near 30%, so it's climbing, just nowhere near fast enough. If you've delegated your ADA to a DREP, this is the week you go check what they're doing with it. That's the whole point of the system. Story 2. The Dijkstra upgrade is locked in as a 2-phase hard fork. Laos first, targeting late 2026. That's parallel block production, the throughput unlock Cardano's been promising for years. Then Paras, mid-2027, cutting settlement finality from minutes to seconds. Story 3. The ecosystem is actually shipping. Cardano and Injective went live with the first IBC testnet link in early August. First chain with a working on-chain IBC rail into Cardano. And the community approved $120 million in ADA from the Treasury for ecosystem liquidity. My read, ADA is trading as high beta Bitcoin right now. If BTC holds $73,000, ADA testing 23 to 24 cents this week is live. I'd say 55%. But September 1st is a real overhang. A resolution either way removes uncertainty. A failure caps the upside and hands every critic a free headline. Midnight. And you know I hold night. Bags fully disclosed, weight my bias accordingly. Night's at 22.15 cents, up 10.5% on the day and almost 26% on the week. But it's still down about 2% on the month. And that gap tells you exactly what this is. A thin, illiquid, high beta asset that whipsaws. The price isn't the story. This is. On August 14th, USDM went live on midnight. That's Cardano's regulated fiat-backed stablecoin. And it now moves natively between Cardano and midnight, not a wrapped bridge. The issuer, Moneta Digital, locks and mints directly using VIA Labs' messaging layer. First live cross-chain transfer of its kind. Think about what that actually unlocks. A regulated stablecoin on a privacy chain with selective disclosure. That's a business being able to settle a payment where the amount stays confidential, but compliance can still be proven. That's not a cypherpunk feature. That's a Treasury Department feature. The network's passed 127,000 mainnet transactions since going live March 31st. Validators include Google Cloud and eToro. Hoskinson has confirmed it's still in beta. Quick refresher for anyone new. Midnight isn't a hide everything chain. It's selective disclosure. Zero-knowledge proofs let you prove a fact is true without exposing the data behind it. And the two-token design matters. Night is what you hold, and it generates dust, the shielded resource you actually spend. So network cost isn't chained to Night's price swings. Try explaining gas fee volatility to a CFO. You'll understand instantly why that design exists. One caution flag, and I mean it, a $357 million cap that's run 26% in a week can give back 20% without any news at all. If you're in this, volatility is the price of admission. And know your dates. The redemption window runs to December 4th, 2026, in 4 equal tranches, 90 days apart. The metric I'm watching isn't price. It's transactions, validators, and now stablecoin volume. Adoption first, price follows. Crow's nest time, where we laugh so we don't cry. Today's award goes to the $2.77 billion in short positions that got vaporized in a single 24-hour window. 92% of all liquidations. Somewhere out there is a guy who opened a leveraged short at $64,000 because a descending trend line told him to, and he is currently explaining to his spouse that the kitchen remodel is on pause pending market conditions. Special mention, the single $48.8 million Bitcoin position liquidated on Hyperliquid. One click, $48.8 million. Somebody's whole thesis gone in the time it takes to reload a chart. Folks, leverage doesn't make you right faster. It makes you wrong permanently. And a real one for the road. The Humanity token fell more than 80% this week after a $32 million private key compromise. Maya Protocol halted operations after a $1.7 million exploit chained through 6 separate flaws. Green candles everywhere, and people still got wiped out by bad key management. Green market, same old rules. Protect your keys. Let's land the plane. Bitcoin, $76,836. The squeeze is over. $606 million in ETF inflows says the bid isn't. $73,000 is the line. Continuation's my base case at 50%, and a pullback into the low 70s is healthy, not scary. Cardano, 21.25 cents, 23 in the crosshairs, but circle September 1st, 11 days. Go check your DREP. Midnight. Ignore the 2-cent price tag. USDM going native is the signal. Watch adoption, not the candle. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm a guy with a microphone and strong opinions. Do your own research. Size your positions like an adult. Never trade money you can't afford to lose. If this saved you time, the like button's free and the algorithm notices. Subscribe and ring the bell. We run this every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern, so you start your morning knowing what moved and why. Comment below, team continuation or team digestion. I read every one. This is the Crypto Crow. Fly safe. See you tomorrow at 9.